So we all know that the cost of living is going up. It keeps going up, it doesn't fall. So today we're going to talk about 5 things you can do today to help with the cost of living increase. First thing you need to do, know how much your income is. How much money are you going to receive every month, every week, every day? You need to look at things like your tax code. I know, it's that thing from that group of people, Department for the Galactically Insane, Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs, that generate your tax code once a year. Maybe they change it as you're going along. If you're not aware of what your tax code is, that's going to directly reflect your income and reduce that, or maybe increase it. So you need to be looking at that, keeping on top of it, making sure that your tax code doesn't change, that your income doesn't change, so that enables you to keep budgeting. So budgeting, you need to know how much money you have going out every month. You need to plan for that. If you haven't planned to do something, then you shouldn't be doing it. I know it's really mean. You want to be able to go out, you want to be able to go to the Isle of Wight Festival or wherever you want to be able to go. But if you've not planned to spend it, and cost of living's going up, then that means that you haven't got that in your budget. That means that your income is going to be less than the amount that you're spending. If that's the case, how are you going to deal with increases? You're going to go into deficit. And we know from previous videos, credit cards are all quite bad. And we also know money doesn't grow on trees and there's nothing like free money. You've got to be able to plan these things and move forward. Electric suppliers, banks, all of those sorts of things, we all get into a habit of being loyal. Well, what does that loyalty actually buy you? Does that buy you the best price? Does that buy you a discount every 4 years? Does that give you money back? Highly unlikely. Now, more than ever, you need to be able to shop around. You need to be thinking about these things. You need to be going, okay, my electric contract is up in 6 months. Who's out there that I think, oh, look, I quite like to do that? Use money sites like moneysupermarket.com, stuff like that. You look at it and go, okay, fine, my electric supplier is charging me this. Okay, if I shop around, am I going to save money? Is it going to be more? Am I going to fix my costs for a year, 2 years, 3 years? Whatever that happens to be, there will be a cost to doing it, but at least you know how much is going out every single month. On the other hand, if you shop around, you can minimize your costs and move forward. Now, shopping around will probably mean one of two things. You either go something called a variable rate. What does variable rate mean? It can go up and down as much as somebody decides. And by the way, that isn't you. Whoever you're buying it from is deciding it. The other way of doing it is you can fix your costs. You could turn around and go, okay, I want a 1-year fixed electric deal. I want a 2-year fixed mobile deal. Now, all of the people will turn around and go, there will be an increase in that time scan because that's what they now do. But on the other hand, at least you know that you're going to have going out, I don't know, £60, £70, whatever it happens to be, every single month for 24 months, for 12 months, however long it is. But what does that enable you to do? We come back to the budgeting bit again, don't we? We come back to income. If you know how much is going out, then you're able to go, okay, right, I know all of these costs are going to go out this month. That means I'm getting left with this. Can I go and do this? Yes, I can. No, I can't. But what you need to be able to do is fix those costs you can and not be on variable rates, especially when things are going up. Are you claiming everything you can? And by that, I mean, you're an employee. And then you go out and you go, okay, I'm entertaining some clients because that's what the business has asked me to do. I'm doing some training. I'm going away and looking at this. I'm looking at that. Well, are you making sure that you're claiming back those costs from your employer? Or alternatively, you can claim that back from Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs. You can do something called a tax return. I know, big, boring, scary stuff. What it means is that you can claim back the costs that you are spending on working for the business against your tax. That's going to give you some rebates. That's going to increase your income. You can do one of two things. You either try and manage the costs or you're trying to increase the income. If you can do both of those things at the same time, you're then going to be in the best position to be able to move forward. So we talked about cost of living today, but why not look at the other video? How do you know you're bad with money? Because some of the things that we've talked about in there are also key to making sure that you're managing those cost of living increases.